Hey guys, my name is Vitimio and welcome to my Battlefield 3 map tactics and strategy series. Today we're going to be tackling the first rush base on Operation Firestorm, and in my opinion this can be a very difficult base to capture for a couple of reasons. So the first reason is that the spawn position for the offensive team is at a considerable distance away from the actual MCOM stations, and the map is also fairly open when you begin the match, so it can be difficult just to get to the main core of the base. So today we're going to be going over some routes that I find to be very effective, and hopefully I can give you guys some helpful tips on how to approach this first base. So first off, I've created a map that will hopefully help us out, and I've laid out some routes that I find to be effective and also some things to take into consideration. So the first route that we're going to be taking a look at is the blue route, and what I like to do at the start of the match is to get into a Humvee or a tank and drive as fast as I can on the left road. The reason why I like driving on the left road is because the enemy is going to spawn on the right side of the road, and you can pretty much guarantee to be coming across someone on the right side. So it just really minimizes the different routes or the different ways that an enemy can shoot at you, and you're not driving down the center of the map where you can get hit from multiple angles. And so this just minimizes the different angles that the enemy can shoot you from. So what I like to do when I'm on this blue route is to get to the giant oil tanker, either scoot around the back side of it or right in front of it, and place a tank, if I'm in a tank, right in front of the MCOM station and just blast anyone that's in there. And if I'm in the tank, my ally will just jump out or my teammate will jump out and arm the MCOM station, and this just gives you a really good vantage point to take out anyone that is trying to go for the MCOM station when they're trying to disarm it. So I find this to be a very effective tactic. If you don't have a tank, there are a couple of crates that you can kind of scoot into and defend it from there. But overall, I find this to be a very effective tactic because it just gives you a nice way to scoot into the MCOM station and take people out. So after you've taken out A, there's a couple of routes that you can take, and the route I'm going to talk about next is just an extension of the blue route. And what I like to do is if I'm playing the assault class and I'm using the smoke grenade, I will just kind of smoke the area that I've indicated on the map, and this is where the enemy is going to be spawning from, so there's going to be a lot of traffic in that direction, and this is just going to conceal your advancement when you book it across the central road here over to B. I find a lot of people aren't expecting this, and I can get over there pretty successfully for the most part. I have died multiple times attempting this, and it is risky, but it's kind of well worth the reward because you're right on the MCOM station. You can arm it quickly and defend it in that location. So I like this route a lot. It is risky, but I would recommend using smoke just to help you conceal your movements a little bit. Another route that's a little bit less risky in some circumstances is to get onto the oil refinery on A, and then there's a catwalk that extends all the way over to B, and then you can just drop down and arm the MCOM station. One disadvantage of this route, though, is that if anyone is looking in that direction, let's say on the opposite side or towards that building at B, they have a clear shot at you and you are kind of a sitting duck. So it does have its risks, but you can kind of avoid anyone that is spawning on the enemy team, and it's a little bit safer in that regard. So just make sure before you get on that catwalk is to take anyone out in that building that's by B, and for the most part you're going to be safe. So that is another route you can take to getting to the B MCOM station. So the final route to get to the B MCOM station is to use the green or neon route. I usually don't like using this route, but it is an effective way to get over there. You can use tanks or Humvee to just kind of scoot around on that right road, and for the most part it's a very effective way of getting over there. You just have to clear out really anyone that's in the building, and you are pretty safe in that regard. So that's just another quick route I like to take. So once you've actually armed the B MCOM station, I like to chill out in the location that I've indicated on the map as the neon circle. I like this location a lot because it's got line of sight on both their spawn point and also anyone that's coming from the A MCOM station. It's just a great way at locking down this location. You can, if you play it aggressively and you have people spotting for you, you can get the drop on a lot of people that are aggressively trying to get to the disarm, and it's just a great location to taking people out. So. But yeah, guys, this about wraps up the video. In future videos, I will go over some routes I like to take on the next two bases. I didn't want to include them in this video because I wanted to get you guys' feedback on this kind of tactic strategy series. Do you guys like it? Would you like to see some sort of improvement on it? Let me know in the comment section below. But if you guys did enjoy this video, I would appreciate it if you give it a rating. And also, if you'd like to see more videos from me, I recommend that you subscribe to my channel and also follow me on Twitter. But until next time, everyone, have a good one and take it easy.